Broadcasting from the OCTV studios in Oxford, Michigan, this is From the Third Eye with your host, Hunter Parker.
Welcome, everybody, to another edition of From the Third Eye. It's episode 35 today. Holy crap! You sure could figure out what I wanted to say, but I can't do that around here, so we'll use crap instead. Hunter Parker here, your host as always, and today is going to be kind of a random episode. I don't really have anything planned. Well, I do have one thing in mind, actually, but we're going to, before we get into that, which is related to Uber and being visually impaired. They've made some changes to the app, and they've launched a new service that you can use to schedule your rides or request your rides if you want to use Uber. We'll get into that coming up in just a few minutes. But first, we have a few announcements to get to. The first announcement is that I have started a second show outside of this one. I host it with my friend Matt Overstreet, who lives in Wisconsin. So we do it through the phone and record it that way. If you liked The Bashing Zone, you're going to love this show. It's called The Bashing Hour. Hence, the title says it all. It's a bashing show, and we go about in roughly an hour. You can find out more about the show or listen to the first episode, which is available now. The website is thebashinghour.22web.org. That's thebashinghour.22web.org. I'll give the website again at the end of the show. So check it out. You can submit your bashing stuff on there. You can be a guest on the show if you'd like. All kinds of fun stuff. It's a great show, I think, and I think you guys are going to love it. So check it out. The Bashing Hour, hosted by myself and my friend Matt Overstreet. So I was planning on getting him on the show here to talk about the Bashing Hour, but I didn't. He's actually out of town visiting his girlfriend for a couple weeks, so I'm not able to do that. We were going to talk about Blind Space, but we decided to put Blind Space on hold, which is the last time, if you remember, I mentioned that about it. It was going to be a social network for people that were blind or visually impaired. We put the project on hold for now. We're trying to get the podcast going. So we'll bring Blind Space back again at some point in the future. So there you go with that. Also, I am going to be starting, hopefully in the next month or so, I'll be starting a YouTube channel. The channel is there. You can go to youtube.com/@TheHunterShowPodcast. That's youtube.com/@TheHunterShowPodcast, all lowercase. I am going to have a website for the show eventually before we start the channel, so the website will be easier to, the channel will be easier to find through the website than it is just by me saying it. The channel is there, but there's no content yet, of course. On the channel, I'll be posting mostly tutorials on how to do various things. You may learn how to create a website, how to edit audio, how to play computer games if you're blind, all kinds of cool stuff. And I think a lot of people are going to love it. And the way I'm going to record it, I already been asked by somebody. I was talking to a friend of mine on the Facebook the other day, and we were talking about it, and she was asking, how am I going to make a video if I'm blind? Well, I'm not technically. I'm going to make an audio recording of the episode, and I will use a website called, I think it's called Free Convert. You can convert an audio file to a video file, and all it does is use your whatever image you upload as the background image of the video. And then you just post the video file on YouTube. So in theory, it works a lot better than having a camera and a tripod and all that crap that you don't really need. You can just record audio, convert it to video, and voila, there you go. So that'll be coming soon. So keep checking this podcast for more information. I will definitely let you guys know when it's up and available. So check that out. Now, what am I talking about relating to Uber? Well, Uber has recently, I don't know how recent, but recently made some changes to where when you request a ride with Uber, you are required to take a photo of your ID so they can verify that you're who you say you are. Now, there's a problem with that. Of course, how is a blind person supposed to take a photo of their ID? It's kind of impossible because you don't just take a photo from your camera and then upload the image. You take the photo from the Uber app itself, and it takes the photo, scans it, I guess, and confirms that you are who you say you are. Now, in response to that, a lot of people were very upset. How can you do that? I mean, I understand the security and everything, but, how is a blind person supposed to take a photo of their ID? So there is a workaround with that, and that is grabbing your cell phone. It has to be a cell phone. You can't call from a landline. It called 833 use Uber. That's 833-873-8237. I had to think for a second of the letters. 833-873-8237 is the number to call. You can, when you call, it'll say press 1 for English. You hit that. Hit press 1 to request a ride. It'll text you a 4-digit code. Enter the code on your phone keypad, followed by the star key. Or if you didn't get the code or whatever, or missed it, you can just press 1 star and it will send the code again. Once it validates your code, it will put you on hold and connect you with an agent who can help you request your ride. And it's pretty convenient. I've actually done it once to test it out, see how it went. It's actually really cool how they have that set up. They are available to answer the phones between the hours of 4 a.m. and 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 days a week. So call anytime during that time. Obviously, different times are busier periods, so you might have to call back, but it is pretty neat. So check that out again. If you have troubles with the app, if you have troubles, with the verifying your ID, you can call 833-873-8237, which is 833 use Uber. You can call that number between 4 a.m. and 10 p.m. 7 days a week and get help requesting your ride. What the code is for is so they can access your account. That's basically what that's for. That's why they send it to you when you call. So definitely check that out. You can call them anytime you need a ride during that time frame, and they'll be happy to help you out. So there's a little tidbit for you on how to request an Uber if you have troubles with the ID verification. With all that said, that's going to do it for this week's edition of the show. We'll be back in 2 weeks, of course, with another edition of From the Third Eye. You can find out more information about the show by visiting our official website, which a lot of people seem to be liking a lot because it basically updates itself from the RSS feed, so I don't really have to do a whole lot. But you can visit fromthethirdeye.transistor.fm. That's From the Third Eye, all spelled out. .transistor.fm is the website. Check it out. You can find out all the ways to subscribe to us on Apple and all that stuff on there as well. There's direct integrations with that. Don't forget to check out the Bashing Hour with Matt and myself. We publish the show weekly, although we're taking a week off because he's at his girlfriend's. So we've done episode 1 already. Episode 2 will be coming within the next week, probably. You can check that out, thebashinghour.22web.org. That's thebashinghour.22web.org is the website. Check that out. We are on Listen Notes as well. The listennotes.com. You can find us there as well. So with all that said, thank you so much for tuning in each week. I really appreciate all the support and whatnot. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Keep tuning in, and I'll keep making shows for you guys. So we'll be back in a couple weeks with another edition of From the Third Eye. Don't forget to stay tuned for updates on my YouTube channel. That'll be coming probably in September, so you don't want to miss it. I'm Hunter Parker, and we'll see you next time.